you guys can fire away. We don't need the mic. It's all good.
Yeah, obviously competing in, Nasty Nati's first TBT, what was the experience like for you, and, would you come back to it, and, what were just your overall thoughts on today?
With this group, yeah, I will come back. I mean, these guys really came together. I thought they did a great job of sharing the ball and trusting each other. For a team to, come together for the first time and play the way they did, I was happy with it. It's a tough loss. I think we really turned it up the last, 3 minutes where it was a battle. And, you want to try to keep that intensity during the course of the game, but, they're an experienced team. You can tell they played together a little longer than we have. And for us to come and compete the way we did on the first one, I think we did Cincinnati proud. We really tried to fight to win this game, that's for sure.
What's the environment like, Corie?
It was great. Just the whole TBT experience was great. They were very professional. Just the things that they brought to the table as far as getting guys in good positions and interacting us in the community and everything. So it's been a phenomenal experience for me. As a first time coach, and then get back with some former Bearcats, and then for them to trust me to even allow to coach them, knowing that I don't have no coaching experience. I haven't coached, but they just believed that I could bring that leadership, and I think I showed it by. I think we did a very good job of sharing that ball. It wasn't just one person dominating and trying to create everything. And, unfortunately, we came up short.
You guys trailed about 6 to 10 most of the first half. Talk about what adjustments you guys made late in the first half to take that 2 point lead going into halftime.
Yeah, I think we made some good subs. We brought in a little more high energy. We tried to get the Barry going a little bit. I think that's really what changed the pace of the game for us. And that team did a good job of spreading us out. And then when they would set their pick and roll, their shooters was just they were knocking down shots. So it's tough to really get past that when guys are knocking down shots. And we kind of went through a little lull where I think we missed like 2 or 3 in a row, and they came down and made some shots.
We saw they went to that 1-3-1 as you mentioned early on. Talk about what that was like for you.
Yeah, it was funny. I caught myself doing a little extra work, and I listened to the coach's interview, and he was saying that he was going to mix it up with some zones, but I'm thinking a 2-3 or a 3-2 when he threw the 1-3-1. We hadn't prepared for that. But so we tried to make adjustments during the course of the game, and stuff like that comes with experience and knowing each other and knowing how to play off each other. And we kind of mixed some guys up. I was telling him, man, just to try to get the ball to the center, and then I'll have that one-on-one guy where he can make plays. But they did a good job of keeping everything to the sideline for us.
Minus winning, how was your experience being your first time coaching the gig in front of a hometown crowd?
It was great. I had a ball. Like I said, man, these guys, they trusted me to schedule practice times, and Kevin did a great job of keeping everybody, abreast of what we were trying to do, and they bought in. They really wanted to win. We came to really try to reach it to that final destination and win that $1 million. So we didn't come here just to show up, but you can tell that team's played together, and I think this was their 5th or 6th TBT. So, I think Kevin made the statement today, like, man, if you guys want to come back and do it again, it's available, because I think we showed that we definitely want to compete in this thing. And I take my hats off to this guy, man. He did a phenomenal job from start to finish. So we came up a little short, but I thought we did pretty good.
Kevin, could you just walk us through what that experience was like for you?
This week for University of Cincinnati and alumni and everything that it brought was very, very, very important for our group of guys, our university. So that's separate from the game, but this week has been incredible, to the point where, for me as a general manager, I would love to continue to build this, do this thing for our players year in, year out. As far as the game goes, it's a great game. It's basketball, and I was a former player myself, so hats off to Fort Wayne champs. As we knew coming into the game, they had some players. TBT keep a lot of great players, so no surprise there. I think the new experience of the Elam Ending was new for us. Understanding that throughout the game you have to take certain opportunities so you can get ahead, maintain it, so you don't have to be so stressed in the last 4 minutes of the Elam Ending. And I think that was something different for our guys to kind of lock in mentally, because all these guys that we got, as you guys know, we're still playing basketball. So it's not like we don't play, but there is some strategy there I think Fort Wayne champs today had a really good strategy with switching up from zone to man, throwing different pick and roll defenses at us, and then offensively, I mean, they made shots. Pearson came out, knocked some shots in. Hicks, tough big shots at the end. What can you ask for, man? Some great basketball played.
We saw Marquez really get active defensively. Didn't really go to the University of Cincinnati. Could you guys talk about what his defense been tonight?
Yes, I saw it. So he's actually my cousin. He played over at Rice University and has been continuing to play all around Houston. And what he brings to us is kind of what the Bearcats stand for. He can block shots. He's a great rebounder. For us, man, it's all a new experience. I wish we could have won today. To sit back, me and Corie go watch some film and say, hey, let's fix this, let's do this, let's add that, right? But what we can take back is, man, I'm gonna convince this 10 because we missed Isaiah Miller today. I'm gonna bring this 10 back, and we're gonna go at it again. Because the experience, I think, for all our guys was amazing. And back to Marquez, he fits. He fits. I want to be able to get people like him to come to a national stage and show their talent. So I'm glad some people recognized tonight.
Any final questions for these guys?
How impressed were you guys with just the defensive intensity? It kind of felt a lot like a Mick Cronin classic UC basketball type of defensive acumen for a team that's practiced just a handful of times and never played a real full game together.
Yeah, I think that was kind of our narrative based on our name. You know, being nasty, you got to play nasty, and we definitely was speaking on the defensive end of the ball. All those guys are offensively skilled, so our goal was to go to get them to gel together on the defense. I thought we played defense pretty good. We had a little lapses every now and then, but as far as our whole core and just believing that we were going to be defensively intensified, I thought we did a good job with that. I mean, what they go like the last 3 minutes of the game, would they get 2 or 3 points or something like that? So, can't ask them like that, man. To lose on a shot like with a hand in his face, you know, he was guarded. It wasn't a wide open shot, so it was a tough one. We wanted to win it, that's for sure.
Kevin, Lance Stevenson was interviewed by TBT yesterday and said that he wants to play. You gonna reach out to him?
I'm on it. I'm on it. And it's the thing, I think, for us, it was the first time that I think it'll hit global where Cincinnati got a team. You know, we got people like Sean Kilpatrick still playing, Justin Jackson still playing. I can name some guys, you know what I mean? But everybody's at different points of their life. Everybody wasn't sold on the experience. I think this year or following next year, man, we'll be able to get people like Lance to come on and join us. I'm still vouching for SK as well. So stay tuned to the Nasty Nati, man. I hate to be here because, you know, a lot of us play for Mick. We all made it to the tournament plenty of times, but we never exceeded where we knew we could be as a team. So we talk about these things, and this is the opportunity for some of our guys to come back and get a win at Centos. Still ain't got a win at Centos, so I guess we'll be back next year. I can get Jake to take this thing to Fifth Third, and then we might have a shot. But other than that, it was, like I said, it was a great experience, and I appreciate people like Jake letting us be a part of this thing.
All right, guys, thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you, man.